It's
and
not
preserve.
letting me do anything like that. Alright, so I do need to actually severely restrict
The Scorched, the Raiders, the Ghouls. If anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
Why would you clock it in? This should stay at 6,000.
I can do more than just fight, but how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night? Order, learning, protection. I have everything I need here.
We're at 6,000, man.
The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we'll make the same mistakes going forward.
Are we good?
The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I get to meet them in person someday. I'm gonna make a name for myself holding down the fort. When do I get to go out and prove my worth?
Yeah, I've been trying to work out the dual stream system, and haven't figured it out yet.
One day I'll make it. Then I'll show those raiders who's boss.
Oh, you can. Which one are you seeing?
It makes sense now. This is my place, my mission.
Okay, so you okay? It's not. So do you see the moon picture now, or was that before when I was on there? Like, because that was
The world has so much
because
to
I'm back in the
teach
normal
us.
one now.
Why didn't I see it before?
I think we're. I don't know about stream, or Twitch. I don't know where Twitch is right now. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So
The Scorched, the Raiders,
I
the
may
Ghouls.
have to get a
Anything tries to attack,
physical
we'll be ready.
switch for this to work the way I want it to. I wanted this to fucking. I wanted to have this going, but apparently I still have some
The elders
technical
have so much to teach
issues
us.
to
I
solve.
hope I get to meet them in person someday.
That's fine. I got some Nordic gummies. It's definitely got licorice in it, and I'm not a fan of licorice, but the way
How do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night?
it's not a it's the only thing that's new is the holy shit is the laptop. So I can do mobile stuff now. I can take I have the mobile Gnome show available
We'll make
now.
Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
But I was trying to offload some of the work from the main one. Yeah. Well, that's the I was telling you about Merlin. Like make sure that you're subscribed to all of them, because
Order, learning,
when I do
protection,
short films,
everything I need
I
here.
can't do that on YouTube. There's too much copyright, and the algorithm on streams is too crunchy to be streaming short films. But
The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand
Right now,
the
you
past
should
as well, or
see-
we'll make the same mistakes going forward.
the regular Gnome show here on Twitch. I gotta get Kick up here too, and Twitch Inspector is nice and happy now. Okay.
We have to cut ourselves free from America to rebuild America. Take the
We are
old
not
and forge it
unstable.
anew.
Keep saying it's unstable. Yep. Make sure you
Old World
make
Science
sure
solved a
you
lot of
keep
problems
up
back
with
in the day, but look what else it
like
rocked.
like
I'm
every
glad we
week or
followed
so,
that closely.
I release a new short film from the stream we did a couple weeks ago. So if you're looking for something, looking forward to something, there is one of those dropping every week. And I'm starting to
Find,
I'm
protect,
not
and preserve.
I'm not as opposed to having help from AI as some other people might be. Like when you're not an editor by trade or nature, it is nice to have the help there. It's still not quite there, because I feel like at least the one that I use for Restream, I might have to take some videos and run them through ChatGPT and see if that works better. But
We'll
at least the
make Atlas
Restream
stronger
one
than Fort Defiance ever was.
usually focuses around talking, or my voice or whatever. At least that's what I notice. Or just dialogue in general, and that's what it glomps onto when it pulls a clip. Sometimes it works really well. Sometimes it just pulls garbage. AI is a useful tool.
Find,
If raised
protect, and
correctly,
preserve.
just like a child, we can have a wonderful aid for us going into the future. We do have the sum total of human knowledge at our fingertips. We could have a useful advisor,
Everything makes sense now.
available to
This is my
everyone.
place,
Like
my
would
mission.
you like to do something profound for the world? Yes. Would you like to destroy the world? Also, yes. Either way, it could be very useful or detrimental. It's just how you wield such tools.
Old World Science solved a lot of problems back in the day, but look what else it rocked. I'm glad we guard our tech closely. make a name for myself holding down the fort. When do I get to go
So-
out and prove my worth?
We're gonna do some fishing. And we're gonna do some smoking. We're gonna do some chatting. I don't really have. Well, I do have some things that I want to do tomorrow morning, so it won't be a long stream. I was really hoping that the setup would work.
Protection. Everything I need here.
Maybe I have to lower the bit rate. I don't know.
The Scorched, the Raiders, the Ghouls. If anything
When
tries to
Dion
attack,
gets over
we'll be
here
ready.
tomorrow, or if Dion, like, I don't know, there's a bunch of things. I might go out and go and hang out with Mrs. Shante if she's feeling up to it. She was having a rough go today. If you're watching Mrs. Shante, if you've made it this far, I hope you're feeling
One day
better.
I'll make it. Then I'll
Let
show
me know.
those Raiders
We'll do
who's
something
boss.
tomorrow. If not, Mr. Dion did ask about doing some recording of some short films. So, audience, either I'm indisposed for tomorrow,
The
or,
elders have so much to teach us.
we'll be
I get to
recording
meet them
some
in person someday.
short films, first watches on YouTube or on Twitch and Kick. That's gonna be nice. It's always cool.
We have to
when
cut
they
ourselves
request the
free
time to
from
come in.
America to rebuild America.
Is it?
Take the old and forge it anew. The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we'll make the same mistakes going forward.
Yeah, there's so much ambient noise going on in here too. Let's just get rid of it. There we go. All we're in here to do is
all the way from California, and
Was that
here I
better,
am
Merlin?
fixing. Have a question. The past has the answers, but I'm not a bad bet. I can't wait to take a closer look at this. Thanks again.
So much to teach us.
forbidden knowledge.
I could do more than just fight. But how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol
Another bomber
day and
died.
night?
The old world has so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before?
The Scorched, the Raiders, the Ghouls. If anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
We
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day. But look what else.
Calibrate this, tighten
I'm
that.
glad we guard our tech closely.
oh. Well, we do need to
The
go
settlers
fishing
want to
in the,
rebuild, but they're only looking to the
where
future.
would we find-
We need to understand the past as well, or we'll make the same mistakes going forward.
Is there water in the
Ultrasite country. Who knows what strange contraptions the old mining firms built here.
Oh, he just said, okay, that's not an actual war.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort
in-
Defiance ever was.
Oh, is there no water? Or you just have to go find them, motherfucker?
It took so much to get here. We can't fall apart now that we finally made it.
Make runs, maybe. Is that is the audio better, Mr. Merlin? Also, in the morning, I gotta go go by the office and do some stuff for my business. Reynolds. Okay. Dear, oh dear. It's like Reynolds boiled the layers. That's eerie as fuck. I love the moonlight on the fucking water. Sure. Sweet. Those tricksy fish. Sooty Sogyo. Nice. Got some new people to meet as well. Smoke your I'm not gonna use the superb bait until I get better equipment. And common bait's easy to get, so I can just get fish for the what's her name? Leamery or whatever. Chain pickerel. So as I was saying earlier, like Fallout 76 has like a Westworld surreal type of theme park feel to it. Like it's like a game reserve, you know what I'm saying? Like some supervillain's idea of like a heaven or a hunting ground. Fisherman's cooking station is coming up. Still gonna catch a lot of glowing fish. Okay, that's cool. I'll sit here, drink my beer, and catch my fish. Really? Whatever. You were like 3,600 when you. Yeah, I put a lot of hours into this game, and then when they switched everything over, I lost a lot of like a lot of my hours from like the previous launcher because I put in a lot of time. A lot. Like I used to be pretty like loyal, you know, just hoping that things would like, you know, super improve. And I mean, like it has gotten better, but it's still I don't know, like it has its charm. I will admit that I do like having things like this in the game to do. Doesn't make up for anything, really, but it's something that you can do just when you're bored. I'm not exactly bored, but I do like fishing, and we're doing quests for this thing, so here we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. And then I think we were also... Yeah, we've got a scuba tank backpack, but I gotta catch 250 fish. Alright, we're gonna see if we can catch some of the other types of fish. Yeah, that whole transfer from Bethesda Not Dead to Steam didn't feel very good. I mean, I'm all for Steam. I like Steam, but you know, the transition didn't feel fucking good at all. You can tell when you're not going to be able to fucking pull that fish in. Like, it goes, like, all the way to the other side of the dial, and there's no way you're getting to it. We picked up a level on the season, too. So we got to go look at that in a bit, too. We have this Better Tomorrow thing that we have to go look at as well. Go meet some new people. This is like one of the few like places with water and the fucking ash heap, I think. Although I wonder if you can fish underground. So I think there's a few places that have deep water underground, yeah. Ooh. See, that was bullshit. Come on. Quit stealing my bait. Exactly what regular fish do. It's not one of the ones that I need to catch, but, you know, it's like regional fishing you can catch. Who knows how long or, like, what kind of... You probably need better... I should go and check, see if I can... craft new stuff. So we know where this place is. It's right over here. Go and check around the edges of the ash. At least there's one person. And there's no people over. Go feed, let's go feed the hermit crab. very close to leveling up. Is it with the, doesn't look like you get anything more than that. Although you do get some cool shit down the Mark II reels, not, okay. Yeah, so they're all locked behind challenges. And we need to do things when it's raining, which is... Let's go meet with these people. I would also, I was on the hunt for, seeing if anybody was doing the raid, because it's in the ash heap.
Hello there, stranger. Where'd you come ambling in from? One of those vault dwellers, are you? I've heard tell of your kind. Solved a lot of problems. And caused a lot of problems from what I hear. You wouldn't happen to be one of the problem-solving kind, would you? I could use one of those right about now.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
excuse
what do you
me.
have in mind?
Let me introduce myself. Name's Lane Platt. I'm with the Responders. We're a band of self-titled do-gooders around these parts. Appalachia's filling up fast, and we're trying to keep everyone hale and healthy and off each other's throats. You don't say? Then you won't be averse to helping out, will you? Now, there's a lot going on in this neck of the woods, more than I can tackle myself. You got ferocious beasts roaming the forest, creepy cult moving into the caves, and all manner of people about ready to go to war with one another. All that is to say, I could use a hand, and I'd be willing to pay you for yours. What do you think?
Sure.
Why, that is just terrific. Thank you 1,000 times over. Now, what business do I have for you today? We've had reports that a dangerous cult of the
Bravo!
Mothman,
How you doing
has
tonight?
moved into a cave system nearby. They're part of a larger organization that extends all throughout Appalachia. And learning more about them will help us combat their spread. I'd like you to go into those caves and gather some of their ritual artifacts for study. You'll earn a fine commission for returning them to me.
Sure.
Be careful. Cult of the Mothman is dangerous. They'll no doubt protect those artifacts with their lives.
We may have sourced some inventory from passing vault dwellers. I hope that's not offensive or something.
Not really.
You know what's always in stock? Irradiated drinking water.
I don't really think you have anything that I need.
Trees plus lumberjack protectron equals desirable wood product.
All these dead responders.
Lumberjack protectron works all night and also works all day.
Holy shit. Where's the other fucking garbage?
All wood must be chopped. Trees are the enemy. Must
Trees are the
eliminate
enemy.
Trees.
Oh, hello. You.
Lumberjack protectron cuts down trees, but does not require lunch or laboratory facilities.
Gary, You sick of cutting wood over there yet? I've been working at West Virginia lumberyard for a few weeks now, and it's a world of difference. Better pay, better hours, and best of all, no robots. I talked to the foreman here, and he's looking for a few more guys. We better grab the gang and head over here before someone else fills your spot. Oh. No armor workbench.
Be careful searching for those
There it is.
artifacts. The cult won't stand by while you take them.
Yeah, still searching for resistance.
Lumberjack Protectron does not want to lose lumberjack job to cheap human labor. Must chop wood forever.
All these dead responders and shit. Yeah. I will always take free ammunition. Damn, lumberjack saw. Alright, let's go pay a visit to some cultists. See if we can keep from getting ourselves evaporated. Might as well make things easier for myself. At least I can get out. At least I got out. That was crazy though. Oh wow. Shit is broken. This is the craziest, trippiest shit you've seen this. The game is haunted. Let's go to Oregon Cave. Let's go to the other one to see if we can not be tripping on acid. Oh man, it's all broken. It's all broken. Are you all aware that it's broken? Or is it just my game? I mean, everything looks fine on the outside. Maybe the new quest line is broken. Oh yeah. Well, that's not even Excuse me. Where are you firing from? Holy crap. It's all fucked up. See? If I could just go fishing, everything is cool. As soon as I go to do anything meaningful, there's absolutely nothing I can do. That kind of makes me, that pisses me off because I want to go to a quest line and they won't let me. I want to kill some cultists and they won't let me. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe. log back in.
Haven't heard from you in a while. That Brahmin still got 2 heads?
Look at all that. All we're meant to do right now is fish. That's really disappointing. Me out. I want to do some stuff for y'all, and they broke it. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna see what else we can get into. Well, first of all, I can at least do this for you guys, while I figure out what we're gonna do for an hour and a half, maybe. Bless you. Cause I had some things planned. I was gonna do some roaming around, like, you know, kill some things, do some delving into some caves and whatnot. You know, like get into some trouble. While like I looked for fish places to fish, and looked for a rain cloud, so we could do that. Because in order to get the better fish, we got to get a better fishing rod and reel, which you got to do the challenges for. I'm gonna have to play with the bit rate and everything. See if we can work something out for the dual streaming. Because obviously it's not the same for everyone, and I didn't know that Twitch was gonna behave like that. It's something about this licorice, man. Because it's not an American thing. It's not sweet like our stuff. It's crazy. And it's not even like American licorice either. It's kind of crazy. Kind of like them. They're shaped like little skulls. Probably why they call them skulls. Skulls for the blood god. See, that's, man. So it's like there's just a stream of here on the internet that's just me with the moon background. That's Merlin. That background was like, I think that's from my backyard. So it is a nice moonshot. Little bit obsessed with moonshots sometimes. When I'm like driving home or whatnot, and I see like a nice moon shot, I'll have to stop it. I'll get it. Yeah. That live can kind of delete that one, because that was just that was a debacle. Didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, not in the slightest. And then forgot to bring Kick back up. Nope. Okay. And Bravo, if you're still with me, how you been, buddy? I see you popping in and out every once in a while. I'm just wondering, just hoping you're doing okay. Hey, no worries. I'm cool. I like having somebody to talk to. I'll take it. Nice hanging out with you, sir. About to take me a dab. Twitch is doing okay. Bitrate is good. Your stream, everything is going well. All right. No, I need to stay out of Fallout 3 for the moment. Let's see if there's anything that I want to do on Microsoft's side. Alright, that was weird. Answer the call. Okay. Elder Scrolls is gonna make me think too hard. Not really into thinking tonight. So I was gonna do 76, so I don't have to think about anything. I have to do something. I have to fucking... No, and even downloading a game right now or something new would take fucking too much time. So... Fine. I was trying to take a fucking... It's whatever. It's whatever. I'm not... At least I can take my frustrations out on the door. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are.
It's good to see you alive and well, sir.
We don't have anything else to do except go there. I knew you would be at peace with this choice.
Featuring Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater on the air. Next week we present a dramatization of 3 famous short stories. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
I don't have the time to sink into oblivion tonight. I don't, because it'll be up till 4 and I can't do that. But we can stomp out some Enclave real quick, I know that.
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched closely by intelligences greater than man, yet as mortal as his own. We know now that as human beings busy themselves about their various concerns, they were scrutinized and studied, perhaps almost as narrowly as a man with a microscope might scrutinize the transient creatures swarm and multiply in a drop of water. With infinite complacency, each probe years about their little affairs, serene in the assurance of their dominion over this small, spinning fragment of solar driftwood. Or design, man has inherited out of the dark mystery of time and space. Yet across an immense ethereal gulf, minds that are to our minds, hail, ours that are the beasts in the jungle. Intellect, vast, sympathetic, regarded this earth with envious eyes, and slowly and surely drew their plans against us. In the 39 years of the 20th century, near the end of October, business was settled. War scare was over. All men were back at work. Sales were picking up. Since the hail this evening, October 30th, across this earth, estimated at 32 million people were listening in on.
Well, it's good to see that you're on your feet again. I assume Lyons is immediately throwing you to the wolves? Has he told you what's been going on while you've been resting? Yes, I believe I can. Step over here for a moment, will you?
Immersion room in the Hotel Park Plaza in downtown New York, where you will be entertained by the music of Raymond Raquello and his office.
Over.
I'll give you a brief history of what's happened over the last few weeks and what's going on now. As you well know, this all began with the Enclave's occupation of Project Purity here. Thanks to you, their main headquarters here was utterly destroyed. They then suffered a second defeat at the Purifier. Based on a combination of intelligence and field reports, other Enclave locations throughout the wasteland were found. Cut off from their leadership, It was expected that their forces would be in complete disarray. This has not been the case. Based on data and tech gathered from these locations, we've determined that the Enclave forces are still maintaining remote communications. We isolated the transmissions and found their origin point, an old military installation in Rockland, to the southwest. Our advanced scouts have checked over the area, but no easy access to the facility was found. So we're making our own access point. Paladin Tristan is leading the team setting up forward base in an old car tunnel near the site. Once he's settled, Liberty Prime will be deployed. Prime's directive is to neutralize their defenses and create an entry point for the team. The team will move in, eliminate any opposition inside, and cut off their transmitter. Any relevant data should be brought back here. Now, did you have any other questions?
Not particularly.
If there's anything else you'd like to know, I'll alert him. Performance is exceeding all our expectations. He's been especially effective against the Enclave's vertibirds, for which we previously had no counter. We're fine-tuning his programming as we go, but on the whole, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's as I always suspected. Prime's real issue was energy management. And when Dr. Lee helped us solve that problem, well, the rest was easy. It was determined that the Brotherhood should directly oversee the purifier, so as to prevent any mishaps. Scribe Bigsley was placed in charge of the operation and is directly overseeing our efforts.
Alright, and I just noticed something. Gotta change the titles. 3. Updating the titles real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna go down to cultists. So we had to settle for Enclave scum. There we go. All right. All right.
I'm predominantly because the Elder won't like some of what I have to say. But fine, I'll discuss it. What do you want to know? Well, that depends on who you ask. Lions will tell you it's because we're protecting the poor, innocent people of the capital wasteland. Most others here will tell you the same thing. They'll do anything for that man. I'm here for 2 reasons. 1, Lyons needs me. He always has, just as much as I need him. We've been through a lot together, he and I. 2, take a look around you. Access to this kind of technology and the benefits it could provide to the Brotherhood is immeasurable. Could I? Yes. Will I? No. Go see Peabody or... Don't hurry.
Very polite when he needs to be, but, well, I'm like that too sometimes.
honor us with your presence here.
Not canals, I can assure you, those. Although that's a popular conjecture of those who imagine Mars to be inhabited. From a scientific viewpoint, it strikes me merely as a result of atmospheric conditions peculiar to the planet.
Then you're quite convinced, as a scientist,
Here we go.
that living intelligence as we know it does not exist on Mars?
Hold you!
Little cub didn't have a chance. Like, not even a chance.
Approximately 40 million miles.
Well, that seems a safe enough distance. Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Someone has just handed Professor Pearson a message. While he reads it, let me remind you that we are speaking to you from the territory of Princeton, New Jersey, where we are interviewing the world-famous Professor Pearson. One moment, please. Professor Pearson is passing a message which you have just received. Professor, may I read the message?
Hey, you're awake. All right. Paladin Tristan is just inside. He's waiting for you.
The Natural History Museum, New York. Quote, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Seismograph registered shock of almost earthquake intensity occurring within a radius of 20 miles of Princeton. Please investigate. Signed Lloyd Gray, Chief of Astronomical Division.
Nice.
Unquote. Professor Pearson, could this occurrence possibly have something to do with the disturbances observed
Very
on planet
thoughtful.
Mars?
Hardly, Mr. Phillips. This is probably a meteorite of unusual size. The arrival at this particular time is merely a coincidence. However, we shall conduct a search as soon as daylight permits.
Thank you, Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, for the past 10 minutes, we've been speaking to you from the observatory of Princeton, bringing you a special interview with Professor Pearson, noted astronomer. This is Carl Phillips speaking. We are returning you now to our New York studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the latest bulletin from the
About to jump on the rocks.
Toronto, Canada. Professor Morse of Macmillan University reports observing a total of 3 explosions on the planet Mars between the hours of 7:45 p.m. and 9:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This confirms earlier reports received from American...
Well, well, look who's back amongst the living. Some of us were starting to wonder if you and Sarah were going to pull through. Is that so? Well, it'll be good to have another soldier we can count on. Basic rule of thumb on these operations. Keep your head down and let the robot do most of the heavy lifting. He can take it better than you can.
Fair.
I need you to keep your head on straight. No heroics, okay? Liberty Prime was called in to assist with the initial assault. Once we've cleared ourselves a nice staging area, we'll reassess the situation. Come on, things should be underway by now. It's been pretty standard for the last week or so. We get intel on positions, go in and burn them out.
We take you now to
The tin can does most of the work.
Yeah. Straight up looting there, like you're like, hey, yeah, this is some nice fucking gear. Hey, somebody get some eyes on here. Let's fucking, like, let's see if we can reverse engineer some of these. Get the scribes over here. I fucking just did.
I guess that's it. Yes, I guess that's the thing directly in front of me. Half buried in a vast pit. Must have something before. The ground is covered with feathers of tree. It must have struck on its way down. And I can see the object itself doesn't look very much like a meteor. At least not the meteors I've seen. It looks more like a huge cylinder. Has a diameter of, what would you say, Professor Pearson?
What's that?
What would you say, what's the diameter of this?
About 30 yards.
About 30 yards. The metal on the sheet is, well, I've never seen anything like it. The color is sort of yellowish white. There's curious spectators now are pressing close to the object in spite of the efforts of the police to keep them back. Getting in front of my line of vision. Would you mind standing one side, please? While the pushing the crowd back. Here's Mr. Willman, owner of the farm.
Yeah, this is cool. This is a cool little tidbit, though. Scribe, like, thoroughly going over all the fucking gear. That's literally fucking Yeah, he's got a suit of fucking power armor on the fucking just taking that shit apart. That's cool. I like it. Portuguese. You give me those. Give me that sugar bomb.
Kind of halfway. Yes, Miss Willett. And then you saw something. Not first off. I heard something. And what did you hear? His sound like this.
I'm concerned about this.
Kind of like a 4th of July rock.
Me too, sir.
Then what? I turned my
That's why we're here.
head out the window and would have sworn I was asleep and dreaming. Yes? Seen a kind of greenish streak and then jingle. Something smacked the ground. Knocked me clear out of my chair. Well, were you frightened, Miss Willett? Well, I ain't quite sure. I reckon
Just,
I was kind of riled. Well, thank you, Mr. Willman. Thank you very much. That's plenty. Ladies and gentlemen,
Unceremoniously, like, yo, you just leave the rest. We've already, those are redundant. We don't need any more. We don't need any more. We got all the gear we need. Just throw them in the fucking pile with the tires. They're inferior now.
Some of the most daring souls now are venturing near the edge. There's a cigarette stand out against the cave. One man watches touching things and he's arguing with the policeman. Now the policeman wins. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's something I haven't mentioned in all this.
Though we may seem safe for the moment, it is fleeting.
Caught it already on your radio. Listen, please.
Choo choo.
Come from inside the
Rhyme.
Alaska's liberation is imminent.
I'm coming for you, Prime.
Communist detected on American soil. Lethal force engaged. German Chang will fail. China will fall. Communism is a lie.
That's really what I'm looking for is microfusion cells.
Communist threat assessment. Minimal. Scanning defenses. Structural weakness detected. Exploited. Communist target acquired.
They weren't kidding. Just let the robot fucking do his job.
Satellite uplink detected. Analysis of communist transmission pending. Warning. Warning. Red Chinese orbital strike imminent. All personnel should reach minimum safe distance immediately.
Yeah.
Catastrophic system failure. Initiating core shutdown as per emergency initiative 26822009. I die so that democracy may live.
Rest in peace, soldier. He gets,
We need to find out what the hell just happened. There's no time to talk. Get your ass inside that base and help the troops locate the source of their transmission. I don't know. Terminals, data, anything that can help us figure out what just happened.
Yeah. I mean, you literally, like, it was an orbital strike from, definitely Enclave using pre-war codes. Crazy. These guys are fucking crazy. Guys. Alright, I was just here for the ammo. God damn it. Before I fucking die here on these steps. First of all, I need stronger weapons.
It is a brief statement informing us that the charred body of Carl Phillips has been identified in the Trenton hospital. Now here's another bulletin from Washington, D.C.
Everybody fucking died.
Responsibility to serve in the public interest at all times. We are turning over our facilities to the State Militia Center. We take you now to the field headquarters of the State Militia near Grover's Mill, New Jersey. This is Captain Lansing of the Signal Corps, attached to the State Militia. Now engaged in military operations in the vicinity of Grover's Mill. Situation arising from the reported presence of unknown individuals of unidentified nature is now under complete control. Cylindrical object sized a bit directly below our position, surrounded on all sides by egg-type munitions. Without heavy field pieces, but adequately armed with rifles and machine guns. All cause for alarm.
Fall back!
It's literally a room just to contain those NPCs.
The owner of the present.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a Gnome. Incredible as it may seem, both the observations of science and the evidence of our eyes lead to the inescapable conclusion that those strange beings who landed in the Jersey farmland tonight are the vanguard of an invader army from the planet Mars.
Don't lose your head.
7,000 men armed with rifles and machine guns.
Commander is like, whoever the Enclave commander is like, nobody told me that he was bringing a super mutant. Nobody said anything. My intel said nothing about this. It's really unfortunate that that fucking that bug is happening again.
the arrival of these monstrous creatures in the world now seems part of another life.
Concerned about this.
Life that has no continuity.
Yeah. We are in enemy territory, sir.
Lonely derelict who pencils these words on the back of
Grab all the ammunition we can.
Look down at my blackened hand. Try to connect them with a professor who lived at Princeton and who, on the night of October 20th, glimpsed through his telescope an orange
Dug in pretty
light on a
deep.
distant planet. My wife, my colleagues, my students, books, observatory. Did they ever exist? Do they exist without calendars? Writing down my daily life, I tell myself I shall preserve human
Wasn't what I
history.
meant to do, but
Meant to record them.
No! Load! Our steps.
I've seen that bug before.
Black foil,
They must be measured.
It's a ragdoll bug.
Spraying the air with a jet of steam as it dissipates the smoke. Watching a corner as its huge metal legs nearly brush against the house. Exhausted by terror, I fall asleep. Morning. Sun seems terrific. Black cloud of gas is lifted and scorched meadows north of the black snowstorm. I adventure from the house on the way to a road. In a wrecked car. For some reason I feel safer trailing these monsters. Anyway. I've seen the Martians. As one of their machines peer over the top of the trees, I'm ready to fling myself flat on the earth. Come to a stiffness.
Okay.
That's all right. 2 days I wandered in a vague northerly direction through a desolate world. Finally I noticed a living creature. A small red squirrel in the beech tree. Staring at the sea, staring back at me. I believe at that moment the animal and I...
Now,
Okay! You load!
Dead cows in a brackish field beyond the charred ruins of a dairy and silo. Came to stand guard over the wasteland as a lighthouse. Certain that astride the silo perches a weathercock, the arrow points north. Going. Today I come to a city. City vaguely familiar in its contours, yet its buildings strangely dwarfed and leveled off as if a giant had sliced off its highest towers with a precious sweep.
Speaking from the roof of Broadcasting Building, New York City. Those who here are sworn seeking to evacuate the city as Martians approach. Estimated in the last 2 hours, 3 million people have moved out along the roads to the north. Hutchison River Parkway is still kept open for motor traffic. Boyd Bridges to Long Island hopelessly jammed. All communication with Jersey Shore closed 10 minutes ago. No more defenses. Our army is wiped out. Artillery Air Force, everything wiped out. Maybe the last broadcast. We'll stay here to the end. People are holding safe. Now I look down the harbor, all manner of boats. Overloaded with fleeing population pulling out from the docks. Streets are all jammed. Noise crowds like New Year's Eve city. Wait a minute, the enemy's now in sight above the palisades. Five great machines. The first one is crossing the river. I can see it from here, waiting to Hudson like a man waiting for a brook. A bullet in his hand is key. Cartridge cylinders on.
Now we're going. I thought I did it. I pressed that thing, didn't I?
Buffalo, one in Chicago. St. Louis. Seem to be time for the space.
Alright. So, a lot of dead motherfucking enclave. Alright. Back to the Citadel. Oh, that's another motherfucking... Can I get him with the
Rise
roof?
like a line of few towers on the city's west side. Now they're lifting their metal hands. This is the end. Smoke comes out, black smoke drifting over the city. People in the streets see it. They're running toward the East River, thousands of them. Dropping in like rats. Now the smoke spreading faster. It reaches Times Square.
There we go.
Falling like flies.
All is right.
Now the smoke's crossing 6th Avenue. 5th Avenue. 100 yards away. It's 50 feet.
To spill today.
Huh.
Anyone on the air? Is there anyone on the air? Is there anyone?
Have a good night, Mr. Merlin. Be safe. You have a good evening. I will see you. I'll see you sometime this week.
War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. Wanted to continue after the brief intermission. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System. The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells, starring Orson
I gotta
Welles
finish this
and
teleport stuff. I gotta figure this teleport stuff out. I just have to work with the bitrate settings and see how best to go about doing the stream.
I can't believe it. I'm still waiting on the debriefing from Tristan, but perhaps not. But that doesn't change the fact that it sets us back years. Years! And it removes the one significant military advantage we had over the Enclave. Ah, yes. Well, I'll see if we can't figure out how to read it. Perhaps it can give us some insight as to just what happened out there. It would be good to salvage something from this mess. Thank you for bringing this to me. I believe Elder Lyons will want to speak with you as well. Perhaps you should find him. If you'll excuse me.
Observatory?
Hail.
Where are they? Do they ever exist?
You honor us with your presence here.
Am I Richard Pierce? Dave. Do Dave exist without calendar? If time passed and there are no human hands left to work.
Careful!
Writing down my daily life, I tell myself
You honor us with your
human
presence.
history between the dark cover, little book, meant to record the movement.
Where is the other scribes?
Live on the eat.
Here's the...
My motive read in the kitchen. Spoiled to swallow.
I would like to have my equipment repaired.
Time to time I catch sight of a Martian above the black smoke.
Welcome.
Smoke still holds the house.
Welcome.
I'm sorry, I'm very busy right now. Far too much to...
What do you need?
Glorious. Thank you.
Any help?
Analyze. Perhaps one of the other scribes could help you.
I bet the house on the way to a road. Get that wrecked car, bag it, select skeleton. Push on, Lord. For some reason I feel safer trailing these monsters than running with them. And I use careful watch. I've seen the mark. One of their machines need something for
I trust you've spoken with Rothschild. I hope he can make some headway with the data you've recovered. With our primary weapon destroyed, we risk losing our momentum and jeopardizing the entire campaign. I must admit, I now wonder whether moving ahead with this operation was an error in judgment. And yet, here we are. Discounting the fact that our best field commander is in a coma, and I personal feelings for my daughter, things have not gone well. If we fail now, we could lose everything. I sincerely hope you are right. If we are to succeed now, it will once again be largely thanks to you. Paladin Tristan has requested you for a special assignment. Please report to him at once. We've little time to waste before the Enclave seizes this opportunity. Of course.
Reach the outskirts.
There's no food here. This is my country. All this end of town down the river. There's only food for one. Which way you going?
I don't know. I guess I'm looking. People.
What was that? You hear something just then?
No. Only a bird. A live bird.
Get to know that birds have shadows these days. Say, we're in the open. Just crawling this door with me. Oh.
Have you seen
Fly.
Fly.
Yeah, fly.
Well, it's all over with humanity. Stranger, it's still you and I. Two of us left.
They got themselves into trouble. They wrecked the greatest country in the world. Those green stars, they're probably falling somewhere every night. They've only lost one machine. There isn't anything to do. We're done. We're licked.
Where were you? You're in a uniform.
Yeah, I was in the militia. National Guard. That's good. There wasn't any war. Any more than there's war between man and ant.
Yeah, but we're eatable ants. I found that out. What'll they do to us?
I thought it all out. Right now, we're clawed as we're wanted.
Because if I take this one,
Miles to get a crowd on the run. They will keep on doing that.
I can only travel with
Storing it. Hey, they haven't begun on it yet.
Fox.
Not begun. All that's happened so far is because we don't have sense enough to keep quiet. Bothering them with guns and such stuff and losing our heads and rushing off in crowds. Instead of our rushing around blind, we gotta fix ourselves up according to the way things are now. Cities, nations, civilization, progress.
Can't leave that so. What's there to live for?
Getting more constant. Years or so, it's been successful. There's a new thing out there.
What is there left?
Life, that's all. I want to live. Yeah. We're not going to be exterminated. I don't mean to be 40s. Tame, fat, bred like an ox. Going on. Right into this.
The Brotherhood is at your
I got a plan.
service.
We men is men.
The Brotherhood is at your
We don't
service.
know enough. We gotta learn plenty before we get a chance. We gotta live.
Damn.
See what we learn, see?
Finding it.
Oh, there you are.
Nice work back there. Let's hope the scribes can do something useful with the information you retrieved. Unfortunately, we don't have time to sit around and wait for the analysis. Based on what I've seen of you so far, there's an assignment I believe you're well suited for. With the setbacks the Brotherhood has suffered, we find ourselves in a difficult position. All our available resources need to be positioned for the inevitable counterattack from the Enclave. At the same time, we believe we may have developed a tool to help our chances of victory. But with everyone needed to help defend against the Enclave, we have no one to send on a recovery mission. So, I'm going to have you travel to the Olney Power Works to secure some tech for us. Hopefully you'll be able to find a Tesla coil, an experimental device from before the war. Our scribes needed to complete a little surprise they've been preparing for the Enclave. Get there, get the coil, and get back as safely and quickly as possible. Any questions?
No.
Check with Scribe Valancourt. She's been researching some of the Enclave technology we've recovered. From what I understand, she may have come up with something. Oh.
Your way about all right?
Can I talk to you for a moment?
I've got a question.
I'm listening.
Where are we to live?
With Liberty Prime gone, how the hell can we ever beat the Enclave?
The scribes have some tricks up their sleeve. Trust me. Not giving details.
The main ones are big enough for anything. And there's just more. Got a bunch of strong men here.
No, we know that they're working on something.
I guess that's a good way to look at it.
That means
Keep your equipment in good condition. Keep your head on.
won't quarrel about that.
We gotta make safe places for us to stay. Get all the books we can. Science books. For men like you.
Hey,
The Raid Museum. We'll even spy on the market. And that's so much we have to learn before.
Welcome.
I'm still very, very busy. Is this important, or can it wait? Well, maybe. I mean, possibly. I think so, but I'm not certain.
What the
I
fuck?
don't know how much this will actually help. I mean, I'm not quite sure how effective it might be, since it hasn't really been field tested. But I think I've figured out a way to override the signals the Enclave is using to control their death claws.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Here, take this. It's only a prototype, so please don't lose it. It overrides the Enclave signal, so as far as the Deathclaw is concerned, you're in control. And remember, it works passively. As long as you have the Scrambler on your person, it'll do its job. No, I don't think so. As long as you're within range of the Enclave's transmitter, your signal should be the one the Deathclaw follows. If you get too far away, well, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I think there might be some bad effects. Well, for the Deathclaw, not you. It's a semi-standard transmitter, only I altered the frequency modulation and jacked up the output. Based on some experiments I ran here in the lab, it should override the signals the Enclave uses to control Deathclaws. Don't worry, it's constantly broadcasting, so you don't need to do anything. Just don't lose it. And so far, I have no evidence of adverse effects of EM interference in humans. Animals maybe, but not humans. Anyway, it doesn't have a huge broadcast range, but it should be enough. Alright then. There have been reports of an Enclave camp southeast of Old Olney, so I'd head there if you want to try it out. I hope the Scrambler ends up being useful. I'd hate to have spent all this time on it and get no results, or bad results. That would be worse. Good luck.
The General Motors building, I watched the flock of black birds circling in the sky. Hurried on. Suddenly I caught sight of a fort of a Martian machine, standing somewhere in Central Park, gleaming in the late afternoon sun. Same idea.
Need something,
I
Frank?
rushed recklessly across Columbus Circle and into the park. I climbed a small hill above the pond at 60th Street. From there I could see, standing in a silent row along the mall, 19 of those.
We should be mindful.
Fighting with their cowls empty, their steel arms hanging listlessly by their sides. I looked in vain for the monsters that inhabit those machines. Suddenly my eyes were attracted to the immense flock of black birds direct below me. They circled the ground. And there before my eyes, dark and silent, lay the
You know, I heard, I was watching YouTube Shorts today, and Enigma was in the algorithm, and I remember listening to them when I was in my 20s. I'm glad y'all are finding bands like this. They're really good.
Before the cylinder fell, there was general persuasion through all the deep space. No life existed beyond the petty surface of our minute sphere. Now we see further. Dim and wonderful is the vision I've conjured up in my mind of life spreading slowly from this little seedbed of the solar system throughout the inanimate vastnesses of sidereal space. Remote dream. Maybe that the destruction of the Martians is only a reprieve for them and not for us. The future ordained for us. Strange it now seems to sit in my peaceful study, Princeton, writing down this last chapter of the record. Begun at the deserted park of Broken Hill. Strange to watch children playing in the streets. Strange to see young people strolling on the green while the new spring grass heals the last black scars in the posters. Strange to watch the sightseers enter the museum where the dissembled parts of a Martian machine...
Hold you! Yeah!
Bright, clean cut, hard, silent. remember, please, for the next day or so, the terrible lesson you learned tonight. That grinning, glowing, globular invader of your living room is an inhabitant of the pumpkin patch, and if your doorbell rings and nobody's there, that was no Martian. It's Halloween.
You can't hide
Oh my
from
god,
me!
I don't want to die!
Oh my god.
Next week, we present a dramatization of 3 famous short stories.
Okay.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System. Columbia Broadcasting System and affiliated stations present Orson Welles and commercial
Hi, buddy.
air in The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells.
They do look like absolutely terrifying dogs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the director of the Mercury Theater and star of these broadcasts, Orson Welles.
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched closely by intelligences greater than man, yet mortal as those. We know now that as human beings busy themselves about their various concerns, they were scrutinized and studied. Have so much. Their dominion over this small, spinning fragment of solar driftwood, which by chance or design, man has inherited out of the dark mystery of time and space. Yet across an immense ethereal gulf, minds that are to our minds, ours as the beasts in the jungle, intellects, vast, cool and unsympathetic, regarded this earth with envious eyes, and slowly and surely threw their plans against us. In the 39th year of the 20th century came the Great Disillusionment. Near the end of October, business was better. War scare was over. All men were back at work. Sales were picking up. This particular evening, October 30th, estimated at 32 million people listening in on radio.
Not much change in temperature. A slight atmospheric disturbance of undetermined origin is reported on the local coast, causing a low pressure area to move down rather rapidly over the northeastern states, bringing the forecast rain accompanied by winds of light gale force. Maximum temperature 66, minimum 48. This weather report comes to you from the
Concerned
government.
about this here.
We take you down to the Mercury
Yeah, me
Hotel
too, sir.
Park Plaza in
Me
downtown New York, where you will be entertained by the music of Raymond Raquello and his orchestra.
So we need to go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. From the Meridian Room in the Park Plaza Hotel in New York City, we bring you the music of Raymond Raquello and his orchestra. Presented in Spanish, Raymond Raquello reports with our cover team. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News. At 20 minutes before 8 Central Time, Professor Farrell of the Mount Jennings Observatory, Chicago, Illinois, reports observing several explosions of incandescent gas occurring at regular intervals on the planet Mars. The spectroscope indicates the gas to be hydrogen and moving toward the Earth with enormous velocity. Professor Pearson of the observatory at Berkeley confirms Farrell's observation and describes the phenomenon as, quote, by the genesis flame just begun, unquote. We now return you to the music of Raymond Raquello, playing for you in the Meridian Room of the Park Plaza Hotel,
There it is.
downtown New York. never lose his faith. The ever-popular Stardust. Raymond Ricardo and the Ghost.
Ladies and gentlemen, following on the news given in our bulletin a moment ago, the Government Meteorological Bureau has requested the large observatories of the country keep an astronomical watch on any further disturbances occurring on the planet Mars. Due to the unusual nature of this occurrence, we have arranged an interview with a noted astronomer, Professor Pearson, who will give us his views on this event. In a few moments, we will take you to the Princeton Observatory at
See, if this was 76, my perk card would just open that. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. I thought those were Enclave.
We are ready now to take you to the Princeton Observatory at Princeton, where Carl Phillips, our commentator, will interview Professor Richard Pearson, famous astronomer. We take you now to Princeton, New Jersey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Carl Phillips speaking to you from the Observatory at Princeton. Standing in a large, central room, pitch black except for an outlawn curtain of through this opening, I can see a twinkling of the stars cast a kind of frosty glow to its reflection of huge colors. Ticking sound you hear, vibration of the clock. Professor Pearson stands directly above me on a small platform, peering through this giant lens. I ask you to be patient, ladies and gentlemen, during any delay that may arise during our interview. As you cease to watch the heavens, Professor Pearson may be interrupted by telephone or other communication. During this period, he is in constant touch with the astronomical centers of the world. Professor, may I begin our questions?
At any time, Mr. Phillips.
Professor, would you please tell our radio audience exactly what you see as you observe the planet Mars through your telescope?
Something unusual at the moment, Mr. Phillips. A red disk swimming in the blue sea. Red disk disk. I like to think now because Mars has to be at the point here in opposition, as we call it.
In your opinion, what do these transverse stripes signify?
Not canals, I can assure you, Mr. Phillips. Although that's a popular conjecture of those who imagine Mars to be inhabited. From a scientific viewpoint, the stripes are merely the result of atmospheric conditions peculiar to the planet.
Then you're quite convinced as a scientist that living intelligence as we know it does not exist on Mars?
There's a chance against it or 1,001.
And yet, how do you account for these gases?
I mean, it kind of looks like a fucking,
Phillips, I cannot account for it.
By the way, sir, for the benefit of our listeners, how far is Mars from the Earth?
Approximately 40 million miles.
Well, that seems to take that distance. Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Someone has just handed Professor Pearson a message. While he reads it, let me remind you that we are speaking to you from the Observatory of Princeton, New Jersey, where we are interviewing the world-famous astronomer, Professor Pearson. One moment, please. Professor Pearson has passed me a message which he has just received. Professor, may I read the message to the listening audience? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a wire addressed to Professor Pearson from Dr. Gray, the National History Museum, New York. Quote, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Seismic blast registered shock of almost earthquake intensity occurring within a radius of 20 miles of Princeton. Please investigate. Signed Lloyd Gray, Chief Astronomical Division. Professor Pearson, could this occurrence possibly have something to do with the disturbances observed on the planet Mars?
Hardly, Mr. Phillips. Probably a meteorite of unusual size and arrived at this particular time, merely a coincidence. However, we should conduct the search as soon as daylight permits.
Thank you, Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, for the past 10 minutes, we've been speaking to you from the Observatory of Princeton, bringing you a special interview with Professor Pearson, noted astronomer. This is Carl Phillips speaking. We are returning you now to our New York city.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the latest bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News. Toronto, Canada. Professor Morris of McGill University reports observing a total of 3 explosions on the planet Mars between the hours of 7:45 p.m. and 9:20 p.m. This confirms earlier reports received from American observatories. Now, nearer home, comes a special bulletin from Trenton, New Jersey. It is reported that at 8:50 p.m., a huge flaming object, believed to be a meteorite, fell on a farm in the neighborhood of Groversville, New Jersey, 22 miles from Trenton. The flash in the sky was visible within a radius of several hundred miles. The noise of the impact was heard far north in the distance. We have dispatched a special mobile unit to the scene. We'll have our commentator, Carl Phillips, give you a word picture of the scene as soon as he can reach there and print. In the meantime, we take you to the Hotel Martinet in Brooklyn, where Bobby Millett and his orchestra are offering the program of dance music.
Nothing but giblets.
We take you now to Groversville,
Man.
New Jersey.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Carl Phillips again, out of the Wilmot Farm, Groversville, New Jersey. Such a trip, self-made to the 11 miles in 10 minutes. Well, I hardly know where to begin. Maybe your word picture is strange things before my eyes, but something out of the modern Arabian night. Well, I just got here and hadn't had a chance to look around yet. I guess that's it. Yes, I guess that's the thing directly in front of me. Half buried in a vast pit. Must have something terrific force. The ground is covered with splinters and tree and stuck on its way down. And I can see the object itself just looks very much like a meteor. At least not the meteor I've seen. It looks more like a huge cylinder. Has a diameter of, what would you say, Professor Pittman?
What's that?
What would you say, what's the diameter of the...
About 30 yards.
About 30 yards. The metal on the piece is, well, I've never seen anything like it. The color is sort of yellowish white. Curious spectators now are studying close to the object in spite of the efficacy. In fact, getting in front of my line of vision. Would you mind standing one side, please? While the crowd back. Here's Mr. Wilmot, owner of the farm here. He may have some interesting facts to add. Mr. Wilmot, would you please tell the radio audience as much as you remember of this rather unusual visitor that stopped in your backyard? Just closer, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Wilmot.
I was listening to the radio.
Closer and louder, please.
Pardon me?
Louder, please.
I was listening to the radio and kind of drowsy. The professor fellow was talking about Mars, so I was half joking, half...
Yes, Mr. Wilmot, and then what happened?
Well, as I was saying, I was listening to the radio, kind of halfway.
Yes, Mr. Wilmot, and then you saw something.
Not first off, I heard something.
And what did you hear?
Hissing sound like this. Kind of like the 4th of July rocket.
Yes, then what?
I turned my head out the window and would have sworn I was asleep and dreaming.
Yes?
Seen a kind of greeny streak and then bingo. Something smacked the ground. Knocked me clear out of my chair.
Well, were you frightened, Mr. Wilmot?
Well, I ain't sure. Reckon I was kind of riled.
Well, thank you, Mr. Wilmot. Thank you very much. No, that's quite all right. That's plenty. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just heard Mr. Wilmot, owner of the farm where this thing has fallen. I wish I could say the atmosphere, the background of this fantastic scene. Hundreds of cars are parked in a field and factories and police are trying to work off the roadway leading into the farm, but it's no use. They're breaking right through. Cars' headlights throwing an enormous spotlight on the pit where the object has buried. Now, some of the more daring stories now are entering near the edge. Cigarettes stand out against the metal shield. One man wants to touch the thing, and then he's arguing with the policeman. Now, the policeman wins. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's something I haven't mentioned in all this excitement, but it's becoming more distinct.
I mean, it could be underground. I could have to go
Careful.
Do you hear it? Serious humming sound from inside the object. I'll move the microphone nearer. Here. Now, we're not more
Could
than
have to go
25 feet
here.
away. Can you hear it
This
now?
is also fun.
Professor Pearson,
Yes?
can you tell us the meaning of that scraping noise inside the thing?
Possibly the unequal cooling of the surface.
I say, do you still think it's a meteor, Professor?
The metal casing is definitely extraterrestrial. Not found on this Earth. Friction with the Earth's atmosphere usually tears holes in the meteorite. Steel,
Just a minute. Nothing's happening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is terrific. This end of the thing is the eyes, might be a face, might be almost heaven. Something wriggling out of the shadow like a great snake. Now it's another one, and another one, and another one. They look like tentacles to me. I can see the thing's body now. It's large. Large as a bear. It looks like wet leather. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's indescribable. I can hardly force myself to keep looking at it. So awful. Its eyes are black and gleam like a serpent in the mountain. A kind of V-shape with saliva dripping from its rimless lips. It's seen as quivered pulsate. Monster or whatever it is can hardly move. Seems weighed down by possibly gravity or something. The thing's rising up now, and the cloud falls back. It's seen plenty.
Maybe it is. I'll have to go through the sewers.
With me as I talk. I'll have to stop the ship until I can take a new position. Hold on, will you please? I'll be right back in a minute.
Yeah.
We are bringing you an eyewitness account of what's happening on the Wilmot Farm, Groversville, New Jersey. We now return you to Carl Phillips at Groversville.
Ladies and gentlemen, here I am, back to the stone wall that joins this Wilmot garden. From here, I get a sweep of the whole scene. I'll give you every detail as long as I can talk and as long as I can see. More state police have arrived. They're drawing up a cordon in front of the pit. About 30 of them. No need to push the crowd back now. They're willing to keep their distance. The captain is conferring with someone. Can't quite see who. Oh, yes, I believe it's Professor Pearson. Yes, it is. Now they've parted.
Well, that answers my questions of whether it's fucking inhabited or not.
Rising out of the pit. I can make out a small beam of light against a mirror.
Came through here a while back. I remember this. Shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been handed a message that came in from Groversville by telephone. Just one moment, please. At least 40 people, including 6 state troopers, lie dead in a field east of the village of Groversville. Their bodies burned and distorted beyond all possible recognition. The next voice you hear will be that of Brigadier General Montgomery Smith, commander of the state police. It is a brief statement informing us that the charred body of Carl Phillips has been identified in the Trenton Hospital. Now here's another bulletin from Washington, D.C. The Office of the Director of the National Red Cross reports 10 units of Red Cross emergency workers have been assigned to the headquarters of the state militia, stationed outside of Groversville, New Jersey. This bulletin is officially strict and just. The fires at Groversville and vicinity are now under control. Scouts report all quiet in the pit, and there is no sign of life appearing from the mouth of the cylinder. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special statement from Mr. Harry McDonald, Vice President in charge of operations.
What the? How the hell did you get in here, Smooth Skin? Oh, yeah, sure thing. Just right through here. Only there's a few death claws down here that might have other ideas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? Well, where do you think they're all coming from, huh? Take it from me, kid. You stay down here, you're gonna die. But hey, it's your funeral, right? Me and Kid, we're getting out of here. Figure the way you came's gotta be pretty clear if you're still alive.
Fair enough. Hello, cousin. Looks like they've been down here for a while.
Going higher and higher. But it's standing on legs, actually rearing up on a sort of metal framework.
They're doing pretty well for themselves, really.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a grave announcement. Incredible as it may seem, both the observations of science and the evidence of our eyes lead to the inescapable assumption that those strange beings who landed in the Jersey farmland tonight are the vanguard of an invading army from the planet Mars. The battle which took place tonight at Grover Mills has ended in one of the most startling defeats ever suffered by an army of modern times. 7,000 men on the right highways to the north, south, and west are clogged with frantic human traffic. Police and army reserves are unable to control the mad flight.
Not Carl.
This will have swelled Philadelphia, Camden, and Trenton, is estimated to twice their normal population. Martial law prevails throughout New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania. At this time, we take you to Washington for a special broadcast on the national emergency. The Secretary of the Interior.
That was a bad decision for you, wasn't it?
I shall not try to conceal the gravity of the situation that confronts the country, nor the concern of your government in protecting the lives and property of its people. However, I wish to express upon you, private citizens and public officials, all of you, we urge you to and resourceful action. Fortunately, this is still
World by H.G. Wells, starring Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater on the air.
Yes, yes. A picture is always in order.
As I set down these notes on paper, I'm obsessed by the thought that I may be the last living man on Earth. I've been hiding in this empty house near Grover's Mill, a small island of daylight cut off by the black smoke from the rest of the world. All that happened before the arrival of these monstrous creatures in the world now seems part of another life. Life that has no continuity with the present. Furtive existence of the lonely derelict who pencils these words on the back of some astronomical notes bearing
the primal part of me is pulling me away.
Look down at my blackened hand. Try to connect them with a professor who lives at Princeton and who on the night of October 20th glimpsed through his telescope an orange splash of light in the distance. My wife, my colleagues, students, books, observatory, my world. Where are they? Did they ever exist? Am I Richard Pearson? What day is it? Do days exist without calendars? Does time pass when there are no human hands left to watch the clock? Writing down my daily life, I tell you. Between the dark covers. Time to time, I catch sight of a Martian above the black smoke. The smoke still holds the house in its black coil, but thanks, there's a hissing sound, and suddenly I see a Martian mounted on his machine, spraying the air with a jet of steam as if to dissipate the smoke. I'm watching a corner as his huge metal legs nearly brush against the house. Exhausted by terror, I fall asleep.
Our steps must be measured.
Morning. Sun streams away. A black cloud of gas is lifted and scorched meadows northward from a black snowstorm. I venture from the house and make my way to a road with traffic. Then there a wrecked car, baggage overturned, a blackened skeleton. Push on north. For some reason I feel safer trailing these monsters running with. And I keep careful watch
of the present moment.
I've seen the Martians. Should one of their machines appear over the top of trees, I'm ready to fling myself flat on the earth. Come to a chestnut tree. Chestnuts are ripe. Fill my pocket. 2 days I wandered in a vague northerly direction through a desolate world. Finally, I noticed a living creature. A small
Broadcasting Building, New York City. The bells you hear are ringing to warn people to evacuate the city as Martians broke. Estimated in the last 2 hours, 3 million people have moved out along the roads to the north. Hutchinson River Parkway still kept open for motor traffic. Floyd Bridges to Long Island mostly jammed. All communication with Jersey Shore closed 10 minutes ago. No more defenses. Our army wiped out. Artillery, Air Force, everything wiped out. Maybe the last broadcast. We'll stay here to the end. People are holding service here below us in the cathedral. Now I look down the harbor, all manner of boats, overloaded with fleeing population pulling out from docks. Streets are all jammed. Noise in crowds like New Year's Eve city. Wait a minute, the enemy is now in sight above the Palisades. First one is crossing the river. I can see it here, waiting the Hudson like a man waiting to approach. A bullet in his hand at me. Martian cylinders are falling all over the country. One outside of Buffalo, one in Chicago, St. Louis. Seem to be time to save. Now the first machine reaches the shore. And watching, looking over the city. Feels how his head is even with the skyscrapers. He waits for the others. Rise like a line of steel towers on the city's west side. Now they lifted their metal hands. This is the end now. Smoke comes out, black smoke drifting over the city. People in the streets see it now. They're running toward the East River, thousands of them. Dropping in like rats. Now the smoke spreading faster as it reaches Times Square. People are trying to run away from it, but it's no use. They're falling like flies. Now the smoke crossing 6th Avenue. 5th Avenue. 100 yards away. It's empty.
How the hell did you get in here, Smoothskin?
That's about a wrap for me tonight, cause that's my fault, and I can't do all that again. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. Only there's... Where do you think? But hey, it's your fuel. Hey, talk to Wind, okay? I just want to get out of here. You feel like chatting, you talk to Wind.
Okay. So next time we see each other, we'll be doing all this again. But before we do that, before we end the night, we'll do a dab together. God, that pisses me off. Oh, jeez. So I gotta figure out how to make the teleport work without killing the bit rate on either side. I'll figure that out tomorrow. Let's see what's... So, it's very disappointing with Fallout 76. We couldn't go and do any of the underground dungeons because it was tripping out. So, next time. Putting things in their place. Before we go to bed. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, everybody loves Fallout 3. Fallout 76 was nice until it wasn't. Go get these. They are interesting snacks. That's really nice. I like that candy a lot. Bit rate is still in. Bitrate is still weird with Wow, bitrate is still weird with the with Twitch. We're all good. I'll figure that stuff out tomorrow, or sometime this week. Oh God, I gotta go and see my mom's old roommate this week. Still got a few things left at the other house. Last tab of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. You got it. Get ready to smoke it. Killed a lot of Enclave today, though. We did some good work. I'm gonna snuggle up with Mr. Gnome, and I'm gonna fucking crash the fuck out. I hope you all have a good week. Be happy, be healthy, be prosperous, productive, be safe. And remember to keep a level head in these weird times. I love you guys, and I'll see you sometime this